It is Wednesday, August 20th, and this is your weekly market watch for the Seattle real estate market. Hey there, everyone. Thanks for tuning in again another week. We are talking about exactly what's going on specifically in the Seattle real estate market. But first, let's talk about the mortgage interest rate right now. The mortgage rates so far this past few weeks have remained pretty steady. They haven't really changed a lot. Today, the 30-year fixed is at 6.61%. Now that is up a little bit from last week when it was right around 6.5%. So it is slightly higher than it was, but not a big change so far. And this remaining low is pretty good for buyers as well as sellers. So for sellers, it's good because there is a surplus of inventory right now on the market. There's a lot of homes listed for sale. And this gives buyers encouragement or some additional buying power to go out and actually make a purchase because they can get money for a little bit cheaper than, say, at the beginning of the year when it was 7%. The 15-year fixed is at 6.97%, and the 30-year FHA and VA are at 6.19 and 6.21% respectively. So one thing to keep in mind as a buyer also is that there are a lot of different loan types out there. And so if you are wanting to explore maybe down payment assistance, an FHA loan, a VA loan, those are definitely options that you have depending on which lender you choose to work with. So if you start the process and you're thinking about buying this fall, that may be something you want to explore, and our team is more than happy to help connect you to some of those lenders who can get you those different programs, because each lender has different programs based on what you can qualify for, and some lenders have different qualifications. So at one lender you may be able to get one thing, and at another you could get the same, something completely different based on your profile. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about buying this fall. The other thing to talk about this week, we did not have anyone write any offers, but we did go out and tour a couple homes. We also are getting an offer on our listing in Columbia City that's been on the market for a little over 2 months. So that is definitely something where the market has changed. We kind of expected that to go pretty quickly, but because of the change in the market, that has not gone as quickly as we thought it would. Now, when we look at the number of condo listings in the Seattle market, this week the number of new listings was down by 36 at 144. That's down from 180 the week prior. The number of condos under contract is down just 10 at 178, and that's down from 188 the week prior. And sold listings are down just 1 at 112 closed and sold this week. So one thing to keep in mind is the number of pending listings at 178 exceeds that number of new listings at 144. And I mentioned this last week. That doesn't necessarily mean that all the condos that are listed this week have gone under contract or been sold. It just means that the existing inventory that's already been listed, let's say for maybe a week, a month, 2 months, is now going under contract. But it is a good sign for the market that the number of condos going under contract is exceeding the number of new listings, because that means some of that existing inventory is being bought up by buyers. We see a similar trend in the residential space. So new listings for residential homes were down 35 this week at 441. That's down from 476 last week. Pending listings down 11 at 540, down from 551 last week. And sold listings were up 51 at 416. That's up from 365 the week prior. In both condo and residential, you see that the number of new listings is coming down. This is completely normal for August. We see kind of a pause in the market. Historically, we always see that August is a bit of a slower month in real estate because people are out enjoying the weather, they're going on vacation, they're doing all the other things that they can't do before school starts. And again, here you see the number of residential homes going under contract, 540, is about 100 more than the number of new listings at 441. So we do see that new listings slow down, but this is showing that some of those existing listings that were out there are getting taken up. They're getting bought up by buyers in the market who are now ready to act on them, and they might be getting a really great deal. In a lot of the negotiations that we've done recently, we are negotiating either off the list price or in some seller credit to get an amazing deal for our buyers. So if you are thinking about buying this fall, be sure to reach out to us. You can text or email to set up your free strategy call so that we can talk about what will work best for you. If you're thinking about selling, now is the perfect time to get ready for that fall market that starts after Labor Day, because there are things that you'll probably want to get ready so you can get the best ROI on your home. Reach out to us again over text or email, and we'd love to schedule a free strategy call with you to talk about your goals and what we can do to help you. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again next week.